6 o'clock now. Welcome to your December 20th City Council meeting. Roll call, please.
Kurt Smith.
Here.
Gustafson.
Here.
Perry.
Here.
J.R. Smith. Brabner. Mayor.
I am here. Our invocation and pledge will be led by Councilmember J.R. Smith. If you'll please rise.
Dear Heavenly Father, thank you again for giving us all the things that we seem to take for granted every week. Thank you for all the blessings you bestowed upon our city and all of our council people. Please help us use your decisions to help us make wise decisions for the citizens. Help everyone please remember that this is the season for Jesus. It's not all about shopping. And look over us tonight as we help make the decisions and help us make wise decisions. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Mr. Smith. I ask for the approval of the minutes of the previous meeting, work session December 6, 2021, and the regular meeting December 6, 2021. Are there any corrections? If not, they stand approved as written. Committee reports, Ms. Gaines?
No report, sir.
Mr. Connor?
No further reports from the work session, Mayor.
Chief Barber? Chief Hugh? Mr. Patterson?
Yes, sir. I've got a report from the Planning Commission. On Monday, December 13th of this year, a public hearing was held regarding the request to amend ordinance number 541-2019, an ordinance adopting various standard codes by reference and providing for certain fees and penalties for violations of said codes. The request to amend Section 3, permit, plan review, and other fees of the ordinance to add necessary subsections related to permit fees for mobile home parks and recreational vehicle parks. The Spanish Fort Planning Commission voted in favor of the request and forwards a positive recommendation to the City Council that this request be granted. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Patterson. Now is a chance for public participation. If you'd like to address the council, if you please come forward to the microphone right here. Give us your name and address. The floor is open. Yeah, now's your chance, I think. Oh, I'm sorry. I'll talk louder.
Where do I go? Okay. So my proposition for you guys is to create a junior council.
If you would, please give us your name and address.
Oh, Ryan Turner, address 31770 Rhett Circle. If you couldn't tell, this is my first time doing anything like this. I would love to create a junior council here. Fairhope has one, Daphne has one, and I recently discovered that some of our taxes are being distributed to our schools. Our 1% tax, if I'm correct, or penny tax, I think, is going towards our schools. And I think it's not right that the students who go there don't have a say in what it goes to or where it's distributed. I mean, who would know the problems more than us?
I will tell you that that was actually a topic of conversation at our last city council meeting. I've been working on this for a past couple months, actually, and I submitted a proposal to the council that was just that, the junior city council. Also, another one to look at is Montevallo. Montevallo, I was speaking with the League of Municipalities this last week, and Montevallo has another one that is very, very highly regarded.
We did have this conversation at
Yes.
the youth.
Yes, we did.
I remember this conversation. It was actually prior to Carl bringing us something, and thank you, Carl, for bringing that to us. But we would have a Eastern Shore Chamber leadership course that I participated in, and they brought this thought to me at that point. So the timing is all flowing together pretty good right now. Thank you very much for bringing it to us, and I feel quite certain we'll probably be moving on something in the beginning of
Okay.
the new year, okay?
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Even though Richard Yulo endorsed you, we may. Anyone else? Under announcements, the community center and all the city offices will be closed for the Christmas holiday on Friday, December 24th, Monday, December 27th. The library will also be closed on the 24th, Saturday, Christmas Day, the 25th, and Monday, the 27th. And I would put a footnote here that they will be closing at 4:30 on the Thursday afternoon prior to Christmas. The community center and all the city offices will be closed Friday, December 31st for the New Year's holiday. The library will be closed on the 31st also, and Saturday, January 1st. City would like to thank all who came out for the Christmas parade and to our annual "'Twas the Night Before Christmas" book reading. We would like to thank Miss Mary Lynn Williams for serving as our parade grand marshal. Also would like to thank Terry Wilhite, Avery Wilhite, David Connor, and Chris Smith for providing musical entertainment. Would like to thank Goodwin Mills and Kaywood and Blackbird and Connor as our sponsors for the event. A lot of people to thank. Piggly Wiggly here in town, and the Daphne Walmart for donating cookies for that event. We want to thank our readers, Dr. Kitsy Dixon, Associate Pastor at Spanish Fork United Methodist Church, and Gerardo Coach G. Floors, Director of Coaching at the Gulf Coast Rangers Football Club. Also Lori Connor, who does an outstanding job putting all this together, put all these balloons together. The kids did all the work. David did nothing. All he did was drive them around, I think. But a lot of people to thank for the event, and certainly the staff here at City Hall for the parade, all the events we've had in December, getting all the lights up for our Christmas decoration. That the grounds look great when they work. Sorry, Chester. Mary Lynn would be smiling right now. But no, y'all do an outstanding job, and I thank you for everything you do. December is a challenging month around here to get ready for everything. They do a great job. Christmas tree recycling, available at Fire Station Number 1, 7580 Spanish Fork Boulevard. A roll-off dumpster for the placement of trees is located on the east side of the property. Will be in place until January 10th of, sir? Week of January 10th, 2022. So take your Christmas trees over to the fire department. The city will be partnering with Waste Pro to place roll-off dumpsters at Spirit Park. We do it in the parking lot to the right-hand side over there, located at the end of Emily Francis Lane, beginning on December 23rd and continuing through December 30th for the purpose of recycling paper and cardboard generated from the holidays. Y'all can imagine there's a lot of that generated, and it usually ends up piled up at the kids' park. We've started this a couple of years ago. It's proven to be very successful. They'll take it and dump those dumpsters a couple of times during that week, so please use that facility. No other forms of trash should be placed in the dumpster. Waste Pro, there'll be no holiday disruption of garbage service, so your schedule will remain the same. There is no old business. On a new business, I have a couple of presentations of anniversary plaques for city employees. If I could have Doc, Derek Correa come forward, and Casey Rain, who's operating the board back there, come forward. Can you hear me now? Thank you, sir. Appreciate all you do. Thank you. Casey? Here's our token Auburn fan in the city hall. New daddy, 7-month-old baby. Casey came on board and immediately lost about 40 pounds, and I guess that's that baby keeping you up. But Casey, you do a lot for us around here. You run the switchboards. Every time I have a computer issue, I go to you. Becky does the same, and I can't tell you how valuable you are. I want to really thank you for everything you do. Thank you. I do want to recognize one more individual that's in the audience tonight. A gentleman who came to us in 1993, came to us, well, I think he came to us a little bit later in 2009. 93, graduated from the Southwest Alabama Police Academy, worked at Blakely State Park as park superintendent for a number of years, and then he came to us in 2009, promoted to sergeant a year or two ago. Sergeant Timothy Gilchrist, thank you, Mr. Gilchrist, for your service. We're going to have a reception after this council meeting to honor Mr. Gilchrist. You've been a great addition to the city also, sir. We thank you for all you've done for our city from the city council. Heartfelt thanks to you, sir. Tim, if you want to say something, now's a good opportunity to grab that microphone. I'm afraid to do this, but I'm going to do it anyway.
I'd like to take the opportunity to scare you a little bit, but I won't. That's the friend between you and the mayor. Hey, Tim, the people out there can't hear you unless you come speak in the mic. I'd like to thank the city, the mayor, city council for the opportunity to work for the city. I've enjoyed it. I like to joke back and forth with the mayor. He kids me about not letting me talk sometimes, and that's just us fishing buddies. But I do appreciate the opportunity, and I have enjoyed it. It's been nice working with all of you. I enjoyed working with my fellow officers, and I appreciate their time and their help over the years, and it's been a pleasure. And I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Gilchrist.
Thank you for your service.
Like I said, hang around after the meeting. We get to have punch and cake, so we always enjoy that. Moving to the agenda, I'd like to present ordinance number 598, 2021. An ordinance adopting standards and regulations regarding the placement, construction, and maintenance of signs within the city of Spanish Fort. Mr. Connor?
Mayor, for some time, the City Council has been engaging in a review and discussion regarding proposed amendments to the sign ordinance. This would be a new sign ordinance to regulate the construction, maintenance, operation, and dealing with non-conforming signs within the corporate limits of the city. This will be on the Planning Commission's work session at the end of this month and its meeting on the second Monday in January. And the City Council will also hold public hearings regarding this proposed ordinance.
Thank you, Mr. Connor. Any discussion from the council? As mentioned, we have a public hearing Monday, January the 3rd and Tuesday, January the 18th, 2022 to hear any comments in opposition to or in favor of the proposed ordinance. I'd like to present Resolution 1195, 2021, a resolution authorizing the mayor to enter into an intergovernmental service agreement with the Baldwin County Commission for assistance with funding for a transportation alternative program project for construction of multi-use sidewalk improvements along Jimmy Faulkner Drive and Dunlin Avenue into Spanish Fort Middle School. This item will not be on, has been pulled for the agenda, will be on your January 3rd agenda as we work through some of the details. Any discussion from the council on this? I'd like to present Resolution 1196, 2021, a resolution awarding a bid for the Wakefield Canal Restoration Project, ADM SRF project number CS10874 for the city of Spanish Fort. Mr. Connor.
Mayor, the city's retained the services of Civil Southeast Engineering Group to provide design, review, and construction services for the proposed Wakefield Canal Restoration Project. Legal bids were solicited and opened on Thursday, November 17, 2021, and based on the recommendation made, based on the review by Civil Southeast and staff, it was determined that Grady Rawls and Sons, Inc. was the lowest responsive bidder in the amount of $395,016, and this would award the contract to Grady Rawls and Sons, Inc.
Thank you, Mr. Connor. Any discussion from the council? Do I have a motion to adopt?
Motion to adopt Resolution 1196, 2021.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call, please.
Kurt Smith,
Yes.
Gustafson,
Yes.
Perry,
Yes.
J.R. Smith,
Yes.
Brabner, Mayor.
Yes, the resolution is adopted. I'd like to present Resolution 1197, 2021, a resolution authorizing the mayor to execute an agreement for engineering services between the city of Spanish Fort, Alabama, and Matthew Jones Engineering, LLC for Denise Lane and Rita Avenue drainage improvements. David?
Mayor, this would be a proposed contract with Matthew Jones Engineering, LLC for the design plans and engineering services related to the removal and replacement of drainage infrastructure near or on Denise Lane and Rita Avenue, including the preparation of a project manual, evaluation of bids, bid tabulations, and construction compliance. A copy of the proposed agreement is attached to Exhibit 1. The amount of the contract is $19,900, plus additional time and materials not to exceed $7,000.
Thank you, Mr. Connor. Any discussion from the council? Do I have a motion?
I'd like to make a motion we approve Resolution 1197, 2021.
Second.
Motion and a second. Any further discussion? Roll call, please.
Kurt Smith,
Yes.
Gustafson,
Yes.
Perry,
Yes.
J.R. Smith,
Yes.
Brabner, Mayor.
Yes, the resolution is adopted. I'd like to present Resolution 1198, 2021, a resolution authorizing the mayor to execute an agreement for engineering services between the city of Spanish Fort, Alabama, and Matthew Jones Engineering, LLC for the Cason Trace drainage improvements. Mr. Connor?
This resolution would authorize the mayor to execute a similar agreement with Matthew Jones Engineering, LLC for construction, engineering, and design services related to the Cason Trace drainage improvements. A copy of the proposed agreement is attached as Exhibit 1, and the amount for the engineering and design services is $13,850, with additional time and materials related to construction services not to exceed $4,000.
Thank you, Mr. Connor. Any discussion from the council? Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion to adopt resolution number 1198-2021.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Kurt Smith,
Yes.
Gustafson,
Yes.
Perry,
Yes.
J.R. Smith,
Yes.
Brabner, Mayor.
Yes, the resolution is adopted. I'd like to introduce Resolution 1199, 2021, a resolution establishing paid holidays for eligible city employees and staff for the 2022 calendar year. Mr. Connor?
Mayor, this resolution establishes the paid holidays for the year 2022 in accordance with the Personnel Manual of the City of Spanish Fort. It includes the holidays as well as 2 personal days for each employee.
Thank you, Mr. Connor. Discussion from the council? We've neglected in the last few years to publish this, and I want to make sure that the employees are well aware of the days we're going to be off so they can plan their schedules, vacations accordingly. I know we discussed this during the work session, but I will entertain a motion to suspend the rules for immediate consideration.
I make a motion to suspend the rules for immediate consideration.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Kurt Smith,
Yes.
Gustafson,
Yes.
Perry,
Yes.
J.R. Smith,
Yes.
Brabner, Mayor.
Yes, to have a motion to adopt.
Motion to adopt Resolution 1199, 2021.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Kurt Smith,
Yes.
Gustafson,
Yes.
Perry,
Yes.
J.R. Smith,
Yes.
Brabner, Mayor.
Yes, resolution is adopted. I'd like to introduce Resolution 1200, 2021, a resolution approving of an act to be enacted by the legislature annexing certain property into the corporate limits of the city of Spanish Fort, Alabama. Mr. Connor?
Mayor, this resolution authorizes the mayor and staff to advertise a local legislative act and publish it in the local newspaper for consideration in the next legislative session. And the body of this is the annexation legal description, which includes approximately 15 parcels of property located in and along Highway 31 inside the corporate limits of the city. This is a continuing effort of the city to continue to fill in gaps in the corporate limits of the city of Spanish Fort, and also to annex properties that are important to the orderly development and growth of the city.
Thank you, Mr. Connor. Any discussion from the council? I know we had a few questions in the work session that was pending us deciding if we wanted to suspend the rules on this or not. I will entertain that motion.
Make a motion to suspend the rules for resolution number 1200-2021.
Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Kurt Smith,
Yes.
Gustafson,
Yes.
Perry,
Yes.
J.R. Smith,
Yes.
Brabner, Mayor.
Yes, to have a motion to adopt.
I make a motion to adopt resolution number 1200-2021.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call, please.
Kurt Smith,
Yes.
Gustafson,
Yes.
Perry,
Yes.
J.R. Smith,
Yes.
Brabner, Mayor.
Yes, the resolution is adopted. I'd like to introduce Resolution 1201, 2021, a resolution requesting the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers and the State of Alabama Department of Environmental Management to extend the comment period for project number SAM-2021-00246-DCH. Mr. Connor.
The mayor brought this to staff and now brings it to city council's attention regarding the proposed plans as it relates to the widening and expansion of the ship channel in relation to the state docks. And out of the gates, I think it's important that everybody realizes the significance and importance of the state docks to Mobile, the state of Alabama, and Baldwin County, and wants to encourage that development. But there is some concern that that project has been discussed for some period of time, and recently it's come to the attention of local governments and agencies and others about the planned disposal of the dredge spoil that comes from the dredging of the ship channel and enlarging the ship channel. And according to the information that's been put out recently in a recent public hearing, the proposal includes depositing for over the next 20 years, basically, the dredge spoil about 1.5 miles south of the causeway in an area that's approximately 3 feet deep. It would actually go as high as 6 feet over that period of time. The idea is to create intertidal wetland habitat, but there are a lot of concerns that arise with that type of proposal, the significance it could have, storm surge, hazardous materials that might actually be in the dredge sludge, lots of issues that really need to be addressed and studied. And one of the concerns that the mayor had and brings to the attention of the council is that the comment period for this proposed plan began December 2nd, 2021 and ends January 2nd, 2022, which is basically after the Thanksgiving holidays and over the Christmas holidays, and is just concerned that the public may not be cued into this the way that they should be. It's a very important decision to be made, and so this resolution would ask for the Army Corps of Engineers, and all those involved to extend the time for public comment for purposes of reviewing this permit.
Thank you, Mr. Connor. Discussion from the council?
Just since we are being broadcast for purposes of people that weren't here for the work session, I would like to say that, yes, I agree, and I think that the 1 month period is a little short for public to gain notice on things, for something that's going to impact our ecosystem for the next 20 years or longer. But all I could read on it said that there would be 20 years of dumping the waste, and waste may not be the proper term to use, the dredge material. Some of my concerns is how much testing's be done on the dredge material each time they're dredging, and what areas over that long period of time. So we've given it a lot of discussion. I've read several articles on it and looked into it some, but I would like a longer period of time on something that's going to affect our ecology for the next 20 to 60 years.
Any other discussion?
JR brought up some very valid points on those, and I think that they're points that we definitely need to look into. The other thing I would like to add in there, because the bay is such an important and vital part of this area, I think it's imperative that we get the right environmental scientists to look and see what this kind of dredging activity would have, what kind of effects that would have on us going forward.
I can only assume that if we request the Corps of Engineers postpone this, that we would get some sort of answer before to maybe some of the concerns you're raising. Not only would they just postpone, but hopefully they could address in some way the concern JR even said, is there going to be testing, and will it be periodic, and is there any sort of a sunset on this? Is it going to continue in perpetuity, or is it something they'll reevaluate over time? So I'm not sure if that's something that we just verbally ask, or how that request is made, but certainly worth asking.
Anyone else? I have my little 2 cents in. As Mr. Connor mentioned, this is not an effort to disrupt anything at the state docks. State docks is so valuable to our state, to our community, to our region. I just think it's very rushed to put this through in a month's time during a holiday period when people are distracted with so many other things in their life. I, like Mr. Gilchrist, we were kidding about fishing, but that area is very dear to me. Mr. Connor and I have fished there a few times, and it means a lot. We got one chance to do this and do it right. I need more eyes on this project. I just think it's being rushed through too fast. I've asked for some reports from the state docks. I've met with every agency in the past week concerning this project, and depends on which one you want to listen to. But just a lot of different opinions. I think this comment period needs to be out there for another 60 days at least, to give the experts a chance to really look at it, to understand what it's going to do to this bay, to understand what it's going to do to our breeding grounds and our seedling shrimp and all those things. So I don't want to see this rushed into. That's the purpose of this resolution. Any further discussion? Do I have a motion?
I'd like to make the motion to approve resolution number 1201-2021.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll
Did
call.
we need to suspend the rules, or did we already?
No.
Not on
Money
this.
involved.
Okay.
Okay, any further discussion? I will say one last thing. I do plan on reaching out to the Corps tomorrow, if this passes, reaching out to the different agencies, including the press, to let them know what we've done up here, because we need to get the word out to the Corps that this is our intentions, and it may incite other cities. I don't know of any others. I've had no conversations with other mayors about this. This came to my attention last Tuesday, and we got right to work on it and wanted to make it forward. Hearing no other discussion, roll call, please.
Kurt Smith,
Yes.
Gustafson,
Yes.
Perry,
Yes.
J.R. Smith,
Yes.
Brabner, Mayor.
Yes, resolution is adopted. I'd like to introduce Resolution 1202, 2021, a resolution authorizing and approving the execution of a contract with Bancorp Equipment Finance, the division of Cadence Bank. Mr. Connor?
Mayor, the city has proposed to buy a stormwater camera for the purpose of reviewing the stormwater drainage system located throughout the corporate limits. It can be used to determine if there are defects or issues that need to be corrected over time. When new subdivisions are approved as part of the inspection process, it can be used. And it also is capable of having GPS coordinates to assist with mapping of existing systems. The cost of the camera is $115,111. It is being purchased off a consortium bid that's approved, similar to a state bid. The Bancorp Equipment Finance offers financing, which is basically a lease purchase for a five-year term. Upon the end of the 5 years, if all lease payments are made, the camera becomes the property of the city with no further payments. And this, attached to this resolution, is a copy of the finance package that sets forth the terms and conditions of the finance and the purchase of the camera.
Thank you, Mr. Connor. Any discussion from the council?
I'll just say, I think that it's a very useful tool that the city will get a lot of benefit out of, so we don't have to pay somebody to come in and give us the answers we need. We can do it in-house.
As you mentioned, Mr. Smith, we have been paying agencies to come in and do that for us. This will give us a tool to map out all of our storm drains in our city, which we don't have now in the older sections. Of course, newer sections, we do know where those are, but the older sections were put in before we were ever a city, so we've got to map those out. And my first blush when I saw this price tag on a camera, I said, this is for the police department? But, sorry, Chief, I just love to give you a plug every once in a while, but it is well needed. This is the first reading and will be on your January 3rd agenda.
Would we like to suspend the rules on this one?
Oh, yeah, okay. During work session, we did discuss suspending the rules because of possible price increases coming up. So do I have a motion to suspend the rules on this item?
Motion to suspend the rules.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call, please.
Kurt Smith,
Yes.
Gustafson,
Yes.
Perry,
Yes.
J.R. Smith.
Yes.
Brabner, Mayor.
Yes, do I have a motion to adopt?
Motion to adopt Resolution 1202, 2021.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call, please.
Kurt Smith,
Yes.
Gustafson,
Yes.
Perry,
Yes.
J.R. Smith.
Yes.
Brabner, Mayor.
Yes, resolution is approved. Any other business come before the council tonight?
I just want to say real quick, seeing all the uniformed folks out here and the staff and so forth, but I know you guys work over the holidays when a lot of us are not working, and appreciate that. Appreciate all you do every day, sincerely, fire, police. So thank you guys and Merry Christmas.
Thank you, Mr. Smith. I invite you to stay for the reception honoring Timothy Gilchrist, Sergeant Timothy Gilchrist, upon his retirement, immediately following this council meeting. No other business. Have a motion to adjourn? So moved. She probably can't hear you.
I saved it so that I'll